सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ओम सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्रीनारद महर्षे नमः। वेदव्यास सद्गुरवे नमः। शुकब्रह्मर्षे नमः। सूत महामुनये नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कंदः मुक्तिर्हित्वान्यथारूपम स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः। अथ एकोनविंशोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच। चैंट फ्रॉम 38। ऋतं च सूनृता वाणी कविभिः परिकीर्तिता कर्मसु असंगमः शौचं त्यागः संन्यास उच्यते। धर्म इष्टं धनं नृणां यज्ञोऽहं भगवत्तमः। दक्षिणाज्ञानसन्देशः प्राणायामः परं बलं भगोम ऐश्वरो भावः लाभो मद्भक्तिरुत्तमः। विद्या आत्मनिभिदा बाधः जुगुप्सा ह्रीः अकर्मसु श्रीर्गुणानैरपेक्ष्याद्याः सुखं दुःख सुखात्ययः। दुःखं कामसुखापेक्षा वंडितो बन्धमोक्षविदु। मूर्खो देहादि अहं बुद्धिः पन्थामन्निगमः स्मृतः। उत्पथा चित्तविक्षेपः स्वर्गः सत्त्वगुणोदयः स नरकस्तम उन्नाहः। बन्धुर्गुरुरहं सखे गृहं शरीरं मानुष्यं गुणाढ्यो हि आढ्य उच्यते। दरिद्रो यः तु असन्तुष्टः कृपणो यो अजितेन्द्रियः। गुणेषु असक्तधीः ईशः गुणसङ्गो विपर्ययः। एत उद्धवते प्रश्नाः सर्वे साधु निरूपिताः। किं वर्णितेन बहुना लक्षणं गुणदोषयोः। गुणदोषदृशिर्दोषः गुणस्तु भयवर्जितः। गुणदोषदृशिर्दोषः गुणस्तु भयवर्जितः। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे एकोनविंशोऽध्यायः। अथ विंशोऽध्यायः। अर्जुन उवाच। विधिश्च प्रतिषेधश्च निगमो हि ईश्वरस्य ते अवेक्षते रविन्दाक्ष गुणं दोषं च कर्मणाम्। वर्णाश्रमविकल्पं च प्रतिलोमानुलोमजं द्रव्यदेशवयः कालान् स्वर्गमनरकमेव च। गुणदोषभिदा दृष्टिम् अन्तरेण वचस्तव निःश्रेयसं कथं नृणां निषेधविधिलक्षणम्। पितृदेवमनुष्याणां वेदश्चक्षुस्तवेश्वर श्रेयस्तु अनुपलब्धेऽर्थे साध्यसाधनयोरपि। गुणदोषभिदा दृष्टिः निगमात्ते न हि स्वतः निगमेनापवादश्च भिदाया इति ह भ्रमः। श्रीभगवान् उवाच योगाः त्रयो मया प्रोक्ताः नृणां श्रेयो विधित्सया ज्ञानं कर्म च भक्तिश्च नोपायोऽन्योऽस्ति कुत्रचित् निर्विण्णानां ज्ञानयोगः न्यासिनाम् इह कर्मसु तेषु अनिर्विण्णचित्तानां कर्मयोगः तु कामिनाम यदृच्छया मत्कथादौ जातश्रद्धस्तु यः पुमान् स निर्विण्णो न निर्विण्णो नातिसक्तः भक्तियोगोऽस्य सिद्धिदः तावत् कर्माणि कुर्वेत न निर्विद्येत यावता मत्कथाश्रवणादौ वा श्रद्धा यावन्न जायते स्वधर्मस्थो यजन्यज्ञैः अनाशीः काम उद्धवा न याति स्वर्गनरकौ यद्यन्यन्न समाचरेत् अस्मिन् लोके वर्तमानः स्वधर्मस्थो अनघः शुचिः ज्ञानं विशुद्धमाप्नोति मद्भक्तिं वा यदृच्छया स्वर्गिणोऽप्येतमिच्छन्ति लोकं निरयिणस्तथा साधकं ज्ञानभक्तिभ्याम् उभयं तत् असाधकं न नरः स्वर्गतिं काङ्क्षेत नारकीं वा विचक्षणः न इमं लोकं च काङ्क्षेत देहावेशात् प्रमाद्यति एतद् विद्वान् पुरा मृत्योः अभवाय घटेत सः अप्रमत्तः इदं ज्ञात्वा मर्त्यमप्यर्थसिद्धिदं छिद्यमानम् यमैरेतैः कुरुतनीडं वनस्पतिं खगः स्वकेतमुत्सृज्य क्षेमं याति हि अलम्बडः अहोरात्रैः छिद्यमानं बुद्ध्वा आयुर्भयवेपथुः मुक्तसङ्गः परं बुद्ध्वा निरेह उपशाम्यति नृदेहमाद्यं सुलभं सुदुर्लभं लभं सुकल्पं गुरुकर्णधारं मयानुकूलेन नभस्वतेरितं पुमान् भवाब्धिं न तरेत् स आत्मः यदारम्भेषु निर्विण्णः विरक्तः संयतेन्द्रियः अभ्यासेनात्मनो योगी धारयेत् अचलं मनः ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम श्री भागवत शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री सूत शरणं मम श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम श्री व्यास शरणं मम श्री नारद शरणं मम श्री कुमार शरणं मम श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्री विष्णु शरणं मम श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् ओम स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुंठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामुञ्चत कर्हिषित ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिः हित्वान्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अथ एकोनविंशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवान् उवाच Bhagavad Guru Kripa that we are here on this path. So let us salute them. Now we understand how important is Shastra Adhyanam, that it shows the ultimate Lakshya to us and also the Marga. And also by now we must know how difficult, tough it is to do spiritual sadhana. And even though if it is tough and difficult, if we don't do our spiritual sadhana, how we get bound so horribly in this dehosmi, jivosmi bhava and get continuously persecuted by inner and outer chaos and situations. All that must be clear. The purpose of study of Shastra is only for this: the glory of spiritual evolution, the difficulty in it, and if we don't give up the samsara and take up spiritual path, even though it is tougher, how we go on continuously suffering. This conviction, when it becomes stronger, then slowly giving up the binding or bondage causing samsara, we start doing at least in small little doses, and it always starts in small little doses only. To that extent, that involvement of the worldliness is replaced by the involvement into spirituality, that also in the beginning in a small little doses. That small flame of spiritual sadhana we have to keep on protecting and make it a big configuration, and into that offer ahuti of the entire vasanas, entire habits, entire misconception regarding the unreal world taken as real. All of that we have to keep on offering as oblations. In that Agni, in that conflict. And this Agni Prajwalana happens through Swadhyaya, Shravana, Manana, Chintana. In that, Guru Ishvara Kripa is very much essential. Thus, be in that category only. And from this lofty level of spiritual life, Drushti, when you look back into the worldly life of fighting for small little things, spending entire human life for the useless, all the silly things of life, will be understood definitely as nothing but the waste of life. That will be told to us in the next chapter. Next chapter is something highest height. As I was chanting now, we were all doing 17 mantras we chanted. In those mantras, we could see how deeply Bhagavan giving us his parting advice of jnana sadhana. And he says, having we got a human life, if we don't do our adhyatmic pragati, that life is suicidal only. Tataha stare sa atmaha. He is only doing atmahatya. That we will see next chapter. In this 19th chapter, Lord was telling as asked by Uddhavji on behalf of all of us only. The beautiful one word or one sentence definition to the most important values of life, understandings of life, knowledges of life. Hmm. We have seen many shlokas. Just to touch this, 38th one, if you say, second line, Karmasu asangamaha shaucham. The Atyanta Shaucha Shuddha is Atmavastu. In that Atma, the Ashaucham is Ahankara only. And Ahankara, Ashaucham, impurity, becomes thicker and thicker because of karma of any sort. At a level, even Dharma karma, Satkarma, Punya karma, Upasana karma, though they are better than Adharma, Papa, etc., they too at one level are sustaining the doer ego, even though those karmas take this ego from this human worldly life to the higher world of Sarga, etc. Even then, they are all sustaining ego. Therefore, all those karmas also are ashuchi. That is why Bhagavan told Sarva Dharma Karman Parityajya. Sarva Karma Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja. Therefore, karmasu sangam ashaucham, karmasu asangam shaucham. So first replace the dushkarma by satkarma. Then slowly come to the nishkarma. It's all a process. In that nishkarma, the two sthais, two levels. First is whatever are there in the karma, the aspects involved, offer them to the Lord. There the bhakti comes to our help. So the kartrutva, the karma phala, all offer to the Lord. That is the first level of achieving nishkarmata. Second level of nishkarmata is being in the self, which being infinite, has no karma to be done. This is what is the 18th shloka of 4th chapter of Gita. कर्मणि अकर्मयः पश्येत अकर्मणि च कर्मयः सबुद्धिमान् मनुष्येषु सयुक्तः कृत्स्न कर्मकृत्. The asangama to the karma called as shaucham is finally achieved only when we discover the self. But before that, the devotion is the one in which we offer all the karma. Thus, we try to remain shuchi. And what is the shuchi of this karma yogi? That he is only a spiritual seeker wanting to establish in the self. Other than that, on anything of this world or the other world, neither he has an interest nor involvement, not even thought of it. Like you and I. If we are able to study some Shastra, we have become Shaucha. Why Shuchina? Because Karmasu Asangama. Luckily for us, from within also, too many of ambitions of achieving this or that are there. They are not there. So too, from outside also, no temptations. Small little habits and vasanas, little temptations, habits. That's okay. That's not for long. Same way when we become deeper in our heart, that I want nothing but the self. Clear? For the self, to gain the self. Nothing to be done. You have to just discover it. And we want nothing, therefore no karma needed. Thus we become shaucha. So karmasu asangamaha shaucha. That means what? While saying this one, you can imagine the Lord keeping a very funny, frustrated face. What is a sign or explanation or thing Bhagavan want to convey in his funny or furious face while telling this one? Oh human, I gave you human body, I gave you mind and intellect to reach me through bhakti and jnana. Instead of that, you are impurifying yourself by getting bound in this daldal of karma phala. कहाँ फंसे हो रे? No, this is true for all. But the people who don't study Bhagavatam, they don't know this. And you and I have studied Bhagavat, so we must know what that. That we are given mind, intellect to reach God through bhakti and jnana. With same mind, intellect added with prana shakti, deha, indriya, we can involve in karma also karma phala, for karma phala. That karma phala will give pleasure also. But all of that from the language of God, it is ashaucham. That sangam toward the karma is ashaucham. Asangam to the karma alone is shuchi. Therefore, always feel to come out of the karma chakkar, not because of laziness that don't want to do. We generally are lazy. No, I don't want to be caught up as a jiva in this kartrutva bhoktrutva. Let me surrender this jiva bhava to the Ishvara and let me discover this Atma, and that itself is Brahma, Brahmatmaikya Bodha. They should become stronger and stronger. And it's the ultimate goal. Just like at the school college level, somebody tells us engineering is good, doctor is good. Slowly that conviction happens in us. We pursue that career in the world. So to somebody tells us this is a place where you have to have a house, or this type of car is good, or this dress is fine, or these ornaments look nice on you. Then we think and we understand that yeah, it's true, we go for it. These are all laukika vyavahara. Paramarthika, when we study Shastra, in the same way Shastra tells. But discovering yourself is ultimate goal. Other than that, with all your satkarma, punya karma, whichever the great lokas you go, still two things that is limited. Second is you are thrown back to this. So better aim at that. So we may not believe in the first go, but don't hesitate to again and again listen and contemplate. One of the sign of pure heart is when the good is told by someone, unconditionally accepting it. The impurity is what? Even though a good thing is said by someone, because you don't like that person or you are not able to give up the bad, you take that good also as bad and keep it away. That is impurity. A pure hearted person immediately feels, senses, कि what is said is good for me. Accept, practice. Even impure heart with ego, even if doctor suggests that I mat khana, ye lena, we don't like because our hearts are impure. Impure hearted person wants the health and believes doctor and accepts his suggestion, practices it and becomes good, healthy. That's the physical health. This is the human health. Let's be happy, let's be joyful through bhakti and jnana by discovering God. In all other things, same like this. Is it not? From the lower level of human life with lesser money, lesser comforts, lesser position, we thought ki if I little grow, I'll be happy. Yeah, we have grown. Now, do you think we are happy? No. From here, you aim at something more. It looks like if you go there, it is good. Having gone there, you'll find same disappointment like this. In this way, go to Swarga, go to Brahmaloka, anywhere we go, from here, distant hills look smoother. After going there, we will see it has its own limitation. Therefore, conditionless, limitationless, bondageless, never going away happiness from us. Such state is only the self who do. Only in that utter, total, surrendered devotion. So all these are in that karmasu asangamaha shaucham, karmasu sangam ashaucham. See each of the value, how clarity it is. Now, this you can't tell to everyone. People are fully busy in the karma and karmaphala. That is how they are at that level, slowly evolving. You live this, and when somebody of this cadre comes and asks, slowly we'll induce them from the kamya karma to the nishkama karma, from nishkama karma to bhagavad arpita karma, from bhagavad arpita karma to bhakti, from the bhakti to the jnana. Very delicate. A guru knows. Therefore, when we surrender to the guru, he knows at what level we are. So slowly, step by step, he molds us, evolves us. But these are the facts. The purity you feel is when you are not attached to kartrutva, karma, karma phala, kya kare, sab. They are all continuously binding me to only a jiva deha bhava. I'm bound like in the pinjara or in the jail or in the what is it, the circus mein bandita animals ki tarah. I'm a share, but put in the jungle in the zoo park and or in the circus, and I am told to jump from that ring, burning ring. The ring master जो कहता है मुझे करना है, ऐसे 100 रिंग मास्टर को मार सकता हूँ मैं. Like that I am a share. So too as a self, we are blissful, but now we are cocooned in Dehendriyadi because of attachment to karma. Therefore, it is Ashruchi. Don't have attachment to karma, Shaucha. That's how we feel. Like that, every thought has to be contemplated deeply. Because Lord is not saying a superficial one word definitions to Uddhavji. It's not that type of Pwacha to bata diya obligation mein out of some compulsion. No. The questioner has such a genuineness in him that you want to find permanent answer for permanent problems. Guru, the Lord, also knows this is my last interaction before I leave this world. So I can't give secondary. I must give the best. He is giving the best. Okay. Karma swasangama. Karma means kartrutva, karma, karma phala, all of that karma. About all of that, when you have attachment, you are in impurity. When you detach, you are pure. Then tyagaha sannyasa uchyate. We said already, in fact, giving up, that's the real tyaga. Because anything we hold, that become cause of dukkha. And anything we totally give up, all dukkha karana goes away. Remember, when I give up, I am giving up only that which can be given up. And that whichever is given up can be given up. When I give up, that is given up, can be given up means what? It is not mine, it is not me. Then what remains? That which can never be given up. Luckily, that which can never be given up is the self again, which is infinite. सन्यासी में क्या होता है ना, सन्यासा जब अपना नहीं है वो सब छोड़ा जाता है, फिर अपना क्या है पता चलता है। और अपना जो है वो ऑलरेडी आनंद है। जो अपना नहीं था वो दूसरों का था, उसको लेने से हमेशा डर। that अपना अपना नहीं in Vedanta Bhasha, Atma and Anatma. One way of Mandukya Upanishad level is there is no Dvandva at all, there is no Srushti at all, Ajatavad. That is ultimate. Same Vedanta at its lower level is what? Atma Anatma Viveka. Every Anatma is neither yours nor you. Do the sannyasa of that. That is real Tyaga. Anatma Tyaga is real Tyaga. And Anatma is Panchakosha. And the Panchakosha Tyaga is called as Sannyasa. Therefore, Sannyasa is real Tyaga. Means Panchakosha Tyaga Rupa Sannyasa is real Tyaga. Therefore, be clear about it. Just by changing the dress, one is not sannyasi. Just by giving up this or that thing, tyagi. See in Gita, sannyasam karmana sannyasasya mahabaho tattvamichhami veditum tyagasya cha hrishikesha pruthak keshini shudana. So Krishna is remembering that. And Uddhava also asked same question like Arjuna. The Moksha Sannyasa, chapter 18, starts with this question only. Tell me what is sannyasa, what is tyaga. Sannyasasya tattvamichhami veditum. So to tyagasya. So the real sannyasa, kamyanam karmanam nyasam sannyasam. Then sarva karma phala tyagam prahu tyagam. काम्य कर्म छोड़ना संन्यास है, कर्म फल छोड़ना त्याग है. Now, when you give up kamya karma and karma phala, where is karma then required to be done in the life? No. That's called a nishkamata. Nishkarmya siddhi it is called. A good text written by Adi Shankar, Abner, Sureshwaracharya. I don't know when will I get time to study that text. Nishkarmya siddhi, Advaita siddhi, Ishta siddhi, Brahma siddhi. The four siddhi granthas about Advaita Vedanta. We'll find time. पढ़ेंगे थोड़ा उपनिषद वगैरह होने दो. Beautiful. So that way, Tyagaha Sannyasa Uchyate. Real Tyaga is Sannyasa. In Sannyasa is nothing owned. What are those things? Anatma. Anatma is Dehendriya Manobuddhyadi. Point is told. How to achieve? Already said in earlier sadhanas, earlier chapters. More clearly told to us by the Lord in the form of Adi Shankara, etc. when he came through all the Prakarana Granthas. Go through them. Not much. Consult an expert guru. He says, in minimum 4-5 years, these are the 7-8 texts. If you thoroughly master, you will understand about Lakshya and Sadhana very exhaustively. Isn't it? One Upanishad, you said, Katha Upanishad, enough. In Gita, 3 chapters enough. 3, 9, 15. Karma Yoga says, सब clear हो जाएगा. 9th is a mixture of Karma, Bhakti, Jnana, Ashtanga. 15th chapter is Pura Sadhana Yukta chapter. So this much you read. 5 years mean this can be done. Then study one text, Vivek Chudamani, thoroughly. Thoroughly. Before that, you just study one text. Itna pado, you will get. You repeatedly study only that, enough for you to get theory, pakka, and direction for practical sadhana. Sadhana nobody does for it. We have to do it. You reach out. In that way, we have to help ourselves. Now, next one, dharma ishtam dhanam, we saw yesterday. The true dhanam is dharma only. The vyavaharika dharma, the jiva pratibhasika dharma, as well as paramarthika dharma. So, now onwards, our attention is how much wealth I have earned. Uske upar nahi. How much I am fulfilling my dharmas every moment where I am positioned. Some Vyavaharika dharmas are there. If you have too much of involvements in organizations, in the peoples, in the powers, in the identifications, then so many dharmas you have to have follow. Is it not? Reduce them, then those dharmas get reduced. But whatever minimum, do them. That is called the real dhana. Therefore, minimum only. Don't take up new like portfolio. We have one person only given 5 portfolios, mano. So pancho he'll have to conduct. He has taken on in his head that for whatever reason. Then out of 5, hold on to 1, 4, give it to other MPs. You are freed from 4 dharma. If you take up them, it is your duty to follow them. In some places, in the dictatorial prime ministership or wherever, such one, main things, the defense, the home, the finance and external affairs, all he will only hold. Then you will have to suffer doing all of that. In a wise country, prime minister gives everything to all and monitors all of them. He is freed from them. Of course, he has dharma to manage all of that. I'm talking about the vyavaharika dharma. So you have 10 friends. No, you have to 10 friendship dharma you have to do. दो दोस्त है तो दो ही होता है. You are joined in 5 jobs or companies, the 5 dharma you have to do. You are member of 10 organizations, then 10 dharma you have to do. उतना क्यों कर रहा है? जितना आप झेल सकते हो कर सकते हो उतना. Therefore, Bhagavan already gave Vyavaharika Dharma. He said, your children, your parents, your family, little friends, and then all your Ujjogam job where you get salary. Then a simple thing, your neighborhood Dharma, or you are a citizen of the nation, that's it. Your own Swadharma of your own whatever culture, tradition, religion you belong to. छोटा ही है वो उसको करो दिस व्यवहारिक धर्म दैट इज अ धनम second real dharma is what? One is pakka, I tell you. If this clicks to us, it helps us. I'm trying for me also. Okay, next life, because we are Hindus believe in, next life should be much better than this one. In all aspects, especially of our mana and buddhi. And also our surroundings should be fully suitable, convenient for our spiritual sadhana only. How will it happen? ओनली व्हेन वी एंटरटेन दोज थॉट्स कि मुझे वैसे चाहिए देन ऐसा चाहने के लिए जो आपको पुण्य करना है गुरु सेवा करना है उपासना करना है व्हेन यू डू दैट द रिजल्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस इज अ बेटर सुचिनाम शिवनाम गेह योग भ्रष्ट जाए थे therefore better the left next life should be with this idea when I do only those things then I am doing the pratibhasika jiva dharma and the ultimate is paramarthika dharma. And that is nothing parallel to it, nothing comparable to it. It is ultimate. That all the time, saying that I am the Brahma, I am not Jiva Deha. And also feeling inside how quickly I get rid of my Jiva Deha Bhava and enter into Brahma Bhava. At the same time, praying to that Ishvara and Guru as if they are in front of you. You just tell them, I just want to in the Brahmanubhuti. I don't want Jiva Deha Bhava. So praying to them, feeling for ourselves, thinking about it, desiring it. When we do, that is called as Paramarthika Dharma Abhyas. That is a real dhana. So today, now the time is 7 around. So from morning, whenever I get up, 6, let us say, 13 ghante mein, how many times I felt that I am Brahmasmi? How many times I felt that I must know my Brahma Tattva? That is the measurement to say how much I am doing my Paramarthika Dharma. Some measurement should be there, no? Some measuring rod, some parameter. So this is what it is. So too, now when we are at 7 p.m. on today, 10th March, tomorrow same time when we come, 11th March 7 बजे, कितने 24 घंटे में कितने बार हमको भावना हुआ, वो प्रयत्न हुआ, वो संकल्प हुआ, वो प्रार्थना हुआ, डिपेंडिंग ऑन दैट और पारमार्थिक धर्म. This is how these 3 dharmas, and when the 3 dharmas competing with each other, Paramarthika dharma is greater than Prativasika, Prativasika is greater than Vyavaharika, Vyavaharika dharma is greater than Adharma. So dharma istam dhanam runa. Ah. Now up above the Lord is only watching it. Dharma. That in UP, one of the main reasons is dharma. In that dharma, first is Swartha Rahitya, the clean chit. clean slate. That chief minister, he cannot have any सन्यासी है, कोई नो बैंक बैलेंस नहीं है, कुछ पीछे पैसे डाल रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. In fact, that purity of doing selflessly dharma was forced people to vote, even though they were corrupted by the other people, the minds. Because the Lord is seeing from there. And it is kindness, compassion, the Lord gives such chief minister who are pure, whoever they may be. We are not interested in person. We are interested in the personality. Now imagine in every state, the chief minister, ministers are such a immaculate and pure. In that UP and Central, one of the great thing in the chief minister and prime minister is selfishness don't have for themselves. That's the biggest thing. And that biggest the flaw in all other cases, in all other places. Selfishness that they want to aggrandize money for them, and selfishness that on the name of some relations, etc., they give the powers and tickets and portfolio. Dekho, those who are given power portfolio and selected by the public, do they serve or not? That is secondary. First of all, the basic structure, basic cleanliness, basic purity. What a beautiful thing it is, you see. These are all to be very deeply thought over. People are shaken, matlab all other people are frightened कि how we can be pure like that. दम घुट रहा है सबका अंदर कि नहीं हो पा रहा है. Outside the act, we serve the people, we want the words, great manifestos, and because lot of practice earlier, they give big, big lectures. किसी ने लिख के दिया तो बोलते हैं. But how much of this way we do outside, what we are inside, we know it. No? And finally, that's what decides the fate. Whoever it may be, even if who are in the power now, if they get corrupted from within today, they also will fall. You know, in that Punjab polls. Result is because of that. That grassroots services immaculately purely done. Good. That way, Dharma Nirvahana sustains the entire world in a beautiful form. Therefore, Ishtam Dhanam Dharma. So love that dhana of doing Dharma. Involve in that only. Even at this moment also say to yourself and the Lord, Hey Bhagavan, give me the love for Dharma. Give me the ability to understand glory of Dharma. Give me the ability to stick to doing Dharma. May not be tempted by other, prompted by adharma, instigated by adharma, frightened and blackmailed by adharma. Raksha karo mera. Eka dharmo rakshati rakshita. Is it not? What does protection of yours is dharma only. Dharma eva rakshati rakshita chet. Amma. Not an individual also. Remember, when you protect the dharma, dharma protects all. Is about everyone. Wherever a unit performs dharma, that unit is protected. A samaja protects dharma, the entire samaja is protected by that dharma. धर्म एव हतो हन्ति धर्मो रक्षति रक्षितः तस्मात् धर्मो न हन्तव्यः मानः धर्मः तावधीतु. This is a total mantra. Dharmo rakshati rakshitah, we know. Dharma rakshitah chet asman rakshati. If you protect dharma, dharma protects us. But total shloka is dharma eva hataha hanti. Means if you kill dharma, dharma only kills you. Dharma rakshati rakshitah. If you protect dharma, dharma protects you. Tasma dharma nahantavyaha. Therefore, dharma should not be killed. Manaha dharma ataha avadit. Therefore, we pray that let the dharma be not killed by us. Thus, we should not be killed by dharma. Total shloka. Again, I'll chant for you. Dharma eva hato hante, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha, tasma dharmo na hantavyaha, ma nah dharma hata avadhitu. This is Manu Dharma Shastra. 8th chapter, 15th shloka, it is there. What is the meaning of we killing dharma? That word is not used here, but we say, we kill dharma means we practice adharma. Then we kill dharma only. What is the meaning of not killing the dharma means practicing it. So, dharma eva dhanam runam, ishtam dhanam runam. That's how We should practice and instill this only everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. First thing is duty. That's a stick to that. And then the labhani sukha dukkha, it is such a unstable thing, such a never satisfying thing. इसका कोई टिका नहीं, वो माया है actually. Dharma is satyam because we are put in dharma, put in a position, we are supposed to do that dharma. Other than that, by doing the adharma, I get more labha. It is illogical. Because you get prompted. Once you get that labha, you get tempted by something else, something else, something else. Same again if you go to politics. In one place, I have won out of adharma. Then I want to win with adharma, other place, other place. Then you become a अधर्म के भांडागार हो जाओगे. एक दिन वो टूट जाएगा वो. That's what happened to those parties who are destroyed. Some parties who are really growing state by state is because of dharma. याद रखना इन सब बातों को. That's how the beauty in that. Then we saw yajnoham bhagavatamaha. The real yajna is Bhagavan. Bhagavan, he is really yajna swarupa. So Bhagavad Aradhana is done by living the yajna bhavana life. And while doing the yajna, all that offering should be offered to the Bhagavan. In this way, yajnoham bhagavatamaha. Then dakshina jnana sandesha we have seen. Let us not get blocked in ourselves because of the non-knowledge of ignorance and tamoguna. Always our intellect should be filled with the correct information, authentic information called as knowledge. Jnana sandesha is real dakshina. Dakshina means anything view. Dakshina means also dakshinatvam, dakshatvam you can talk as. The real capability comes only in the pure knowledge. Tattva knowledge is one. Then Vyavaharik knowledge is another one. Then how the universe is run. What are the forces that is keeping the universe intact? What are the forces which are dismantling or destroying the universe? So both jnana we should have. Practice the first, reject the second one. ज्ञान से क्या करने से हम बिगड़ते हैं, दैट इज ऑल्सो ज्ञान, शुड नॉट प्रैक्टिस. देन क्या करने से हम बढ़ते हैं, वो जानना है, वो भी ज्ञान है, वो करो. इज इट नॉट ज्ञान संदेश? But this, somehow in the world of materialism and ignorance and ego and selfishness, no, these are not. For example, let us talk about medical or the health. Now, with such a growth of science and technology now, is it not now clear as to which disease comes because of what? Is it not? So, पता है ना अभी? And what makes the body fully healthy and immune for all diseases and strong with all? Now, should not the government promote only those foods? Should not it insist on these things? Bolo. But is it done that? The sandesha of that which we receive about is such things as greater, which actually destroy our bodies. तो अज्ञान का संदेश दे रहे हैं पूरा, for whatever reason. No, it's a big subject. I can't talk it on one day. I am not authorized it unless it becomes conflicting. No. Who doesn't know about? Who means not World Health Organization only. All it's known भाई किस उम्र वालों के लिए कौन से खाना ठीक है नहीं है. तो जो ठीक है उसको ही सप्लाई करो, जो नहीं है क्यों नहीं छोड़ते. Everything that is given license by government in all over the world, whether they're medicines, whether the food items, 90% of them are harmful to the body, but because it has become the artha yukta jagat, not dharma moksha yukta, for the sake of the money and profits, the permissions are given for all the poison things as a food. अप्रूव्ड लिखा रहता है, लेकिन क्या पैसे देके उसको अप्रूव कराया, यू एंड आई डोंट नो. दैट इज व्हाई द रियल पॉइजन इज फूड ओनली nowadays. Remember, if you reduce your food and live on Hawa, you will never die only. Because Hawa also if you only dead, but if it is good Hawa, if you get it. Food means poison. It is made like that. Through the artificial manures or pesticides to all the chemicalization. Who doesn't know that? But अज्ञान को ही बढ़ावा दे रहे. That's how the pain, we should know, thorough. Every medication. The true medicine is not prompted, not given value. All those things, which are just trial and error methods. In the same way, the children are taught by parents. बेटा ये पढ़ो, ये नौकरी, ये पैसा कमाओ. That is not jnana sandesh. It is teaching him to get bound only. So you are not giving right dakshina to children. Tell them, study, because it is a competitive world. Expenses are so much, cost of living. They must earn good money. ये सब तो है ही. But then, are you adding these things of the values? Be contented with whatever minimum you have. Is it not? Be happy in sharing whatever with others. These are all the values. And about the tattva, about the Ishvara, about all, Jnana Sandesh is real dakshina. Never ever give your grandchildren or children any dakshina or money without giving them Jnana Sandesh. And don't have doubt on them. They will listen, they are good. They are children. If you can tell properly, lovingly, they are the best children. And they, for the entire life, they cherish. My Nani Dadi has taught me this good Jnana Sandesh. He will say, by lakhs and lakhs of rupees, crores are given by my parents, no doubt. I am grateful to them. But the dignity of being a human is taught to me by my grandparents. Jnana Sandesha. Is it not? Any school, college for that matter. Academically, it is teaching. But if they also add the Desha Bhakti, truly, add the true citizen, beautiful, इसलिए कुछ होते हैं ना ये नकलऊ वगैरह जगह में देयर सम स्पेसिफाइड कॉलेजेस whoever many of the students from that college become the desha bhakta. They enter into rajniti and then they protect themselves, they do their own service, help themselves and help the nation also. You have to know all those things, and the entire country should become like that. Jnana sandesha. अज्ञान को ज्ञान मानना, ज्ञान को भूल जाना is absolutely wrong. And all jnana for the life are given in our Shastra, Sanatana Dharma Shastra. In fact, I believe कि anybody before given a job, जो apprenticeship होती है ना, वो 6 महीने 1 साल, in that they should be taught about the Dharma Shastras, Moksha Shastras for 1 solid year. Compulsory. If that is done, then it will be reduced. The crimes and cheatings and destroying the nation and economy and ourselves, all that reduce हो जाएगा. Like in some country, 1 year they train them in the army with patriotism. वो भी चाहिए, उससे ज़्यादा ज्ञान संदेश होना है. पता नहीं in India, because every religion we allowed them to come, those stupid fellows, instead of thanking us, sit on our head and anything we want to promote, Bhagavad Gita and all, they say secular. Common sense nahi hai. What a great Shastras we have. In that such a Jnana Sandesha is there for everyone. You say, on the name of secularism, we don't allow it to be spread. Nonsense. Such a bad situation is there. जल्दी चला जाना चाहिए वो. मैं तो कहता हूँ जल्दी है, मोदी के हाथ में भी नहीं हो तो उसका उतना ही वो कर सकते हो. Let Adityanath come, make Bhagavad Gita a whole universal text. Not because it belongs to Hinduism, though it is a fact, but it teaches the entire dharma. Jnana Sandesha है उसमें. They are like we should become like Putin only in a positive manner. Aggressive badness he has got, aggressive goodness. Like it is done with 370 article, like it's done with Brahm Janmabhoomi. कर दो, कौन क्या देखे. सत्य की काम कर रहे हो आप, मरोगे तो भी अच्छी बात है ना. यू आर डाइंग फॉर धर्म एंड सत्य. ऑल डरते रहते हैं. Just like at home, the parent grandparents are afraid of giving Jnana Sandesha to the children. So too at the national level, the leaders are afraid of giving Jnana Sandesha of the Shastras. अब क्या करें? अब प्रैक्टिस तो बहुत दूर गया, कम से कम ज्ञान तो दो। 100 में 3 तो प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, 5 तो करेंगे, 10 करेंगे। This is a big subject. Dakshina Jnana Sandesha includes what? Even an employee working in a government, along with salary, he should be given Jnana Sandesha. His CR should be read in front of him only. His whole month's report should be read in front of him. These are the days you came on time, late, went early, did this work, not this work. Now you tell, do you deserve your job? Should I give it to a better person? We'll give you one more month to you. Chance. Is it not? Jnana Sandesha. That is a Jnana regarding Dharma. Then other Jnana, what is the nation's economic position? So for increasing the national property, we should reduce our ego, selfishness, our own personal aggrandizements. That is Jnana Sandesha. Now, there's so many intricate. If you put your mind on that, a sannyasi knows one or two. If you people think you will get hundreds of things. Tattva Jnana Sandesh hona hai. Bhagavad Bhakti Jnana Sandesh hona hai. The Jnana of the values should be there. Jnana of the Dharma, more importantly. If these are not practiced, if the opposite of are done, how the individual and total system collapses, that also should be made aware. Focus on that. That is real. Dakshina is contribution. A government, a Raja's true contribution is not only in making all the materialistic amenities, that's the beginning. But then slowly he should give Jnana Sandesh. Good that our PM has little wisdom, at least he has studied some Shastra, that he has some strong hold. Good, अच्छी बात है, और भी पढ़ना चाहिए उनको, और भी depth चाहिए. And he should practice, he's doing little bit of it, and that should be made. Good. Anyway, next one is what? Pranayama Parambalam. We have seen. Start doing some pranayama and increase your bala. Pranayama of inhale, exhale, etc. Pranayama of the restricted activities, etc. And pranayama, pranaka dharma, asana pipasa hai. Therefore, taking right food in right time. All of them give the parama bala, the real strength. No, the pranayama, when they are sincerely, regularly done, as under the guidance of an expert guru, that person's mind is so balanced. Because of the balance of mind, the angers, the passions, these won't crop up, which are the ones which are taking away or the bala of the jnana of the buddhi, bala of the stability and emotions of the mind. Therefore, we become durbala. Anger takes away all our bala. Jealousy takes away all our bala. Does the mind become nirbala and durbala? Why? Because the mind is not stable. Why? Pranayama is not done. When the pranayama are done, because to do pranayama, your mind has to be fully focused on the air going inside and outside. That is real pranayama. सिर्फ हवा अंदर लेना बाहर फेंकना प्राणायाम नहीं है. No, you can't do pranayama while watching TV and all. Nonsense. Pranayama is more meditation than meditation. Because that's the beginning of it. Totally the mind is regulated. Always when we are in that pranayama mood, like always when we are in the bhakta mood or jnani mood, when you are in pranayama mood, you are balanced. You won't react to the things. Okay? That reactionlessness is the real bala because you can respond. If you react, already you have reacted, so you have proved you are durbala, you lose the case there. Like Rama, Lakshmana in Yuddha, they were not reacting, they are responding. But the other fellow is reacting. मैं ये करूँगा, वो करूँगा. उनको जवाब देने के लिए लक्ष्मण राम कहते हैं तुम पहले युद्ध कर, बातें मत कर. Wasting my time. Parambalam. Like that, pranayama parambalam. Pranayama is regulation of food. Pranayama is regulation of activities. Pranayama is regulation of breathing inside and outside. Through that, all levels of bala will come. Paramam balam, Bhagavan says. Parambalam. Then Bhagoma Ishwara Bhava, we saw yesterday. All wells are in knowing that Ishvara is the Lord of all of them. And then you ask him what you can need or maintain, that much he will give. Don't ask too much because you can't maintain, especially the gross wealth, etc. Then Labha Mad Bhakti Uttamaha, how exhaustively we saw yesterday, ki Uttama Labha Bhagavad Bhakti. Bhakti is an anubhuti. To get that anubhuti, the practices we do. When these practices are not done for getting that anubhuti, these practices become yantrika. Like we claim that we are doing from so many days our classes, morning, evening. We should not claim it loudly now. Then people laugh at us. ठीक है इतने साल से पढ़ रहा हो बताओ क्या फर्क पड़ा तुम में. Otherwise these classes have become mechanical. If our conviction to know the truth is not becoming stronger, the study is mechanical. So too the bhava anubhava of Bhagavad Bhakti is not growing. All the bhakti sadhanas of upasana, japa, bhajana, kirtana are kevala yantrika to impress others. So that bhakti we are talking about. That bhakti labdhi is uttama labha. Okay? Labha mad bhakti uttama. Uttamaha labha mad bhakti. Because when we have the bhakti, we surrender. When you surrender, he takes charge. When he takes charge, his power is infinite. Because of infinite power, not only our needs are taken care, but through us, he does his work. Bhagavan does. That's how Uttama Lava hai bhakti mein. Okay? Then Mad Bhakti hi Uttama Lava. Vidya Atmani Bhidavadaha. And this is where we have to thoroughly study all Vedanta Upanishads. Ki real Vidya is not what we call as all the external knowledges. Okay, all external knowledges sustain on Bheda and Dvaita Drishti. But there is only one Jnanam which talks of Abheda, that is Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana. That Tattva Atma Jnana where there is no Bheda, that is called real Vidya. And there Atmani Bhida Badaha Vidya is said, no? What is the meaning of that? Everything is Anatma. That Anatma, everything is supported by the Atma. Without the Atma, Anatma is not there. That is one point. Second is this Atma, without which the Anatma is not possible to be there, is one without second. Therefore, the two drishtis. One is Atma drishti. Second, that Atma being one without second. Therefore, Abheda drishti. That Atma drishti and Abheda drishti. Whenever we gain or we are given, that gain is called real Vidya. That thing when we are given the Vidya, then we can call Vidyavan. Vidyavati, Vidyarthi. Atmani Bhidavada means Atma Drushti and that Atma is one without second, therefore Aveda Drushti. At one level of this Vedanta Jnanam gained, we must feel restless to even imagine something other than us, apart from us, different than us. Anything it can be, even Jada Vastu, how can it be other than me? Even the Krimi Kitaka, how can it be other than me? Human being on the globe, everywhere, where is a Negro or South Africa wale ho, India mein tribal mein ho, whoever they are the same self. My own self they are. The great Jnanis are at that level of, they won't even accept, even in the dream, as if something is other than them. Same thing happens to the Parama Bhaktas. They can't have one thought or one activity in which they forget Paramatma. तदर्पित अखिलाचारता तद विस्मरणे परम व्याकुलता. This is Bhakta's Lakshana. The Jnani's Lakshana is so much deep contemplation he has done, as a result of which he has transcended all the imaginary duality and reached to the true oneness of the self. From that lofty vision, when he is looking at, Sarvam Brahma, Sarvam hi etat Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma. This is a proclamation after experiencing that with the whole voice from the height of the pitch of the throat. Sarvam hi etat Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma. It is not Sarvam hi etat Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma. It's frustrated you and we chant it. In Upanishads, Bhasha, if you see, everything is Brahma and that Brahma is me. कोई भी बंदा 10 करोड़ में तो 10 करोड़ ऐसा नहीं कहता, चिल्ला के कहता है। आई नो लाइक कोई भी ऐसे जश्न बना रहे हैं क्या विनर्स ऑफ द इलेक्शन, लड्डू अब बांट के खुशी। इन द सेम वे आई एम आत्मा ब्रह्म इज ए हाईली क्लेम्ड सेंटेंस इट इज। दैट इज द अल्टीमेट, द ग्रेट ज्ञानीज आर एट दैट लेवल। They've tried, but it takes time. It needs lot of sacrifices of स्वार्थ, अहंकार, वासना। सब छोड़ोगे तो फिर वो विजन डेवलप होएगा, and that's the reality is real vision. The division vision is actually confused vision. It is not right. Beautiful thought it is. And such great saints, wherever they go in the world, they did not convert people. Look, people look at them and they feel so happy. Beautiful it is. Tattva Jnana. Therefore, this is real Vidya. At all levels, again, as we were talking about dharma and tyaga or dhanam, we talk about dharma as the dhanam, we talk about as labha as madbhakta uttama. Same way here about the dhanam also, right from the school level, we have to teach them. आत्मनि भेदा बाधा, भेद का निकाल देना ही आत्म में ये रियल विद्या है। सो विद्या आत्मनि भेदा बाधा, भेदा मीन्स भेदा, बाधा मीन्स रिमूवल, आत्मनि इन द सेल्फ, that is called as real vidya. Means look from the self standpoint and self is non-differentiated, that is one without second self drishti. We are all one self, we are all one self. Self is one without second. That is me. Everyone is that same self. In Vyavahara, let us do talking. व्यवहार में व्यवहार धर्म, बट परमार्थ में एक ही है. Wonderful. That's I liked this one more than anything. Atman Bhidabhada. And is the only thing by which all the differences are eliminated and all quarrels are there because of differences and all dukkha is there because of quarrels. Sarvam dukkham because of yuddha or fighting. All yuddha is because of duality or differentiation. Russia and Ukraine were same in USSR. If with that drishti they have seen, कोई बात नहीं बेटा हम साथ में रहेंगे. Is it not? ऐसे करने से इतने लाखों लोग today I was seeing that, the 20 lakhs of people migrated and where they go, forgetting or leaving their own nation where they are born, will they come back or not? Some of them had to leave their family, elders, parents. So painful. Luckily, we have the Vedantic Jnanam, therefore, we are able to withstand to that pain. And others also lucky because absolutely bevakoofs, they are not observing what's happening. Then also, though people also don't feel dukkha. The in-between category, those who cannot be rough and tough like that insensitive people, nor have spiritual vision. In-between people, it's a dukkha only. I was looking at those small children and all. What is this happening? Not one or two, lakhs and lakhs. By the end of war, at least 1.5 to 2 crores of people are sent from now. When they are going to other nations, Sharanarthi, some nations are taking care. In other places, because some linguistic or whatever differentiation, they are humiliating these Ukrainians so badly. I was feeling that thought today. Send letter to Pradhan Mantri. Call all those Sharanarthis to India. Let them be there somewhere. India is large hearted. कहीं भी रहेंगे वो लोग. जीने दो उनको. मनुष्य है वो लोग. Welcome. Send 20 more flights and bring who wants to come to India. Give them citizenship. मनुष्य है पहले वो. Not the घुसपैठी like all this coming from Bangladesh. उसको मारो उनको. वो लोग इंडिया से पॉकेट में मिलता है इसलिए देखा. That not Rakshasas. Then go kick them out. Atmanividavada. Here, Vyavahara Drushti se we are kicking them to set them right. See, this is how when you develop that oneness, the understandings also get opened up. Fair. So then Jugupsa Hrihi Akarmas. Akarmasu jugupsahi hri. He asked, what is hri? What is bashfulness? What is shyness? Akarmasu jugupsa. Akarma is the nishiddha karma, prohibited action. When you yourself from within feel jugupsa, then you are doing this hri. Those sensitivities were there till the Western culture fully invaded India, which started from 1970s, when after freedom little education started in India. Then they started going to the West. There's full freedom and licentiousness. Then all bhoga vilas gave that shameless indulgence in the akarma. Therefore, no shame. The same the way they do it there, now it has come to India completely. Therefore, all the akarma is done more loudly there, here now, than the satkarma. You know how many children put in a TikTok or all of that? They're doing puja or going to the temple. Dare not. And all the nonsense things they do, they take photo. उसमें हरि नहीं है अकर्म में, बट सत्कर्म में हरि है. नहीं नहीं, my friends will feel I'm funny, abnormal. Therefore, even though I do namaskar, I'll not take that photo and send. One or two do. Exceptions are always there. Is it not? Akarmasu jugupsa hari. Opposite of that is what? Sat Akarmasu jugupsa nahi rehna is hrilessness, means shamelessness. Jugupsa means my own inner feeling of jugupsa. Jugupsa abominable. And when you see a very dirty thing and a dead rat, you are passing. What do you feel inside? That's called jugupsa. Feeling of jugupsa. Extreme. Even that word is given, Ishavasya Upanishad Tatona Vijugupsate. Akaramasu Jugupsa Eva Harihi. Slowly let us become that way pure. That's first step of being human. Not doing akarma. Till that time, we are not human, we are animal, because we have not used intellect. Therefore, we are not able to discriminate and understand as a human what is akarma and what is satkarma. उतना दिमाग खुला नहीं. We may study Shastra, we may listen, but it is not entering into us because the Jugupsa Yukta Akarma only we are doing because we just came from animal yoni. Or that type of things we are exposed to. That day when we from our own heart know that I am human being, so these are the things I must do, these I must avoid. That day is the real human beingness started in our life. At that time, you will really have the jugupsa for akarma. अभी नहीं है वो. To a maximum 90% of people, there's no jugupsa for the akarma. They do chup chup के. पहले chup chup करते हैं खुल्लम खुल्ला बस. You know that how that's way to evolve how difficult it is even to understand it. But then again, when you study again and again, listen, this is the only way. अब इतने हजार बार सुनने के बाद भी दिमाग नहीं बदल रहा, तो नहीं सुनोगे तो वो सुनते रहोगे, तो उसका ही अभी वासनाएं बढ़ेंगे ना कर्म के. Remember, when we are studying Shastra, you and I, morning I said it in different context. From 2 years we are studying. We might have not developed even iota, but those 2 years we have protected ourselves from falling down. Stopping ourselves from falling down also is an achievement. In these 2 hours, our minds have never thought, not thought any negative. That itself is achievement. इफ somebody says 2 साल से आप पढ़ रहे हो क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है, उनको ये मुंह तोड़ जवाब देना, बेवकूफ नहीं पढ़ते तो और भी गिर जाते थे हम. मैं अब बेटर अब प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ, जितना कर रहा हूँ थोड़ा मेरे से हो सकता है उतना. डोंट बेंड योर हेड एंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ अदर्स. बी अग्रेसिवली have that self respect that we are students of Shastra regular. Commit to that and then start doing sadhanas. It's a long journey, it's tough. But it can accidentally become faster, quicker. Accidentally means accident because we don't know. When you pray to God and Guru, their blessings come. Suddenly that 180-degree change can happen. Exclusive cases में होता है वो, but there is a possibility. I'm talking about making theory into practice. So in this way, jugupsaha karmas. Then srihi gunaha nairapekshadhyaha. So real wealth is the gunas that are taught in all our shastras, especially in Gita. Nirapeksha. Here the nirapeksha said there is a anapeksha. तो अनपेक्षः शुचिः दक्षः उदासीनः गतव्यतः सर्वारम्भ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्त समय प्रियः निर्यो न उच्यते न द्वेष्टि न शोचते न कांक्षते शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान्य समय प्रियः समशत्रो च मित्रे च तथा मानवमान शीतोषु दुःखेषु समसंग विवर्जितः तुल्य निंदासु मनि संतुष्टेन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरवति भक्तिमान में प्रियो नरः. These are the 6-7 shlokas in which those 32 values are given in 12th chapter. Those sadgunas are real wealth. Shri Nairapekshadhyaha. Tomorrow we will see this. And we have 3-4 shloka. Tomorrow it will be done. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasa Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. Okay. Now, though we have taken today's 20th day or 90th day this chapter, the next chapter is more difficult than this. Difficult means deeper, beautiful than this. Very sublime things are taught. The questions themselves are so wonderful. Yeah, Uddhavji asks, and Bhagavan answers. I am trying to see for myself the deep understandings of it. That's why time is taken. Nahi to kehna in 1 minute Sri Guna Nairaveksha Dhanam Shusyarthat Sri, then Sukham Dukkha Sukhateyaha, giving up Sukha Dukkha. Attitude itself is called real Sukha. Then Kama Sukha Apeksha itself is Dukkha. Then the one who really knows what is bondage liberation, he is the real Pandita. Like that in one sentence I can tell and go. उसके बजाय एक फोटो लेके आपको भेज दो, आप खुद भी पढ़ सकते हो. एंड मेनी ऑफ यू हैव बुक्स विद कमेंट्री आल्सो और एक्सप्लेनेशन. पर्पस वो नहीं है. इन दिस 1 hour वी आर डूइंग विचारणा. We are spending time to see the intricacies of these topics, and some of them will definitely go into our heart. And when we are more pure in our intention, okay, let this jnana become mine. Hey Bhagavan, may I live this knowledge. Let Bhagavata happen in my heart, by thought, word, and deed. With that intention grows, then the transformation will happen. Clear? Thank you. Okay, join for Valmiki Ramayana.